Good afternoon. I can take this seatbelt off now. TikTok, it's been a while since I've been on with you all. How are you all this evening? YouTube, it's definitely been a long time for me as well. Today I am in the field. I was supposed to be in the office, but I am in the field right now. I'm at the junk. We're at Lakeshore Junk. What else? Lakeshore. It's Lakeshore something. This is where we do all the junk removal at, though. Some of you all have asked me before about the junk removal business. Okay, Tito, you better slow down. Some of you all have asked me before about the junk removal business and how it works and what do you do. And so I figured while I'm here waiting on my partner to pull up in the truck, that I would get on and answer some questions for you all about the junk removal business. Okay. Um, as far as you need me to move over? Okay. What was I telling y'all? Okay. So I'm sitting here at Lakeshore at where we dump, right? So once we go and acquire the junk, a lot of you all want to know, where do we actually go? How do you get rid of the junk, right? Or where do you actually dump it? And so every city has what they call like dumps, right? When we go back there, I'll show you all, because they should be pulling up shortly. I'll show you how the back area looks. But in a nutshell, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see, right? So you see these trucks. So what they're doing is they're going there to that's a weigh station. So right there, they're weighing up. He's weighing up right now. That's what we call it. So you see that stuff in the back of that truck. He's getting ready to go around behind that steel building back there. And then that's where we really go and dump, right? So what you do is you fill up whatever size truck you got. Even this pickup truck, you see we got stuff in the back of the truck. So that's why I'm also here too. So we're going to dump this stuff that's also in the back of this truck. So once you really start getting serious with this business, what you want to do is you want to actually go and create you an account with a company, right? So we have an account with Lakeshore. What is it? Lakeshore Recycling. That's what it's called, right? But every single city, every single state, no matter what city, state, town you all in, all of you all have a recycling area and center, okay? Every single one of you have it. You just may never pay attention to it. But every single city has one. That's where they dump your garbage, where they dump everything pretty much, right? So it's different places though. And then what they'll do is as you keep coming here, what you should do is you should set up an account with them. Okay. So once we started, my partner, and I told y'all my partner, this is really his business. I just really work the back office and the paperwork and make sure the numbers and the bank account is together, right? But I also like to get my hands dirty. I like to be out here in the field. I like to get out here in the truck with them. I like to be on the job site. I like to kind of learn everything and see everything what's going on. So any event, something ever happened, I could still, get stuff handled and get stuff done. So for me, I'm not one of them extra girly females. I don't mind getting dirty. I don't mind getting out here because it's dusty as hell out here, okay? So you need to have your goggles on. You need to have, your vest on. You need to have your little helmet on. You gotta make sure you covered up out here. So ladies, if y'all a little extra prissy, this ain't the job for you. Make sure that you stay in the truck or you handle the paperwork with your man, okay? But once you all start doing a nice amount of business to where you're coming here to dump, what you want to do is you want to get your paperwork together, and then what you want to do is you want to get an account with them, right? So at first we were going through somebody else's account, but then we started dumping so much, we was like, we need our own account. So once we actually got on paper, got the LLC, all of that stuff together, we got our own account. All right. So when you get your own account, you get better pricing. So I'm going to just use this as an example. Some people are paying anywhere between, let's just say, anywhere between maybe $60 to $90 to dump a load, right? So if you are a company and you get an account with them, they give you better pricing. So for us, we have really good pricing. I know some people are paying like $75, $80 for a load or more. We don't pay that. I think our load pricing right now was like $55, $59. It's like $60. It's not a whole lot compared to some people who I know are paying like $80 to $90 to dump. Now, that's still to me not a whole lot of money, because let's say you did a job and it was a $500 to $1,000 job. If you had to pay $150 to $100 to dump, that's not bad, right? So as you're in this business, and you'll learn that, like, if at the back of the truck, if you filling up the whole back of the truck, right, you'll learn eventually like how much that costs. As far as, is that a ton? Is that a half a ton? You'll know. You know what I'm saying? This probably is like less than $40, because we probably less than that, because when we have a full pickup truck, like a 20-footer or a 15-footer, we probably pay on average, depending on the load, sometimes it's $70, sometimes it's $120. Right? So that's not bad. If you did a $500 to $1,000 job and you got to spend $120 to dump, that's not bad. But what you got to learn is you'll incorporate that in your costs. Right? So as you start doing the business, you'll get better with it. Nobody starts off an expert. Just know and understand that. Right? The biggest thing is you just don't want to short yourself when it comes to doing these jobs, right? You'll learn like what kind of pricing you should be charging people. You'll learn all of that in time, right? So just don't go jump out the window thinking like, oh, I'm gonna know everything, right? Because some of you all kind of expect to be, thinking like a pro when you're a beginner. So when you're a beginner, it's just like that, right? You got to learn the ropes. You got to learn the program. So that's not a real big deal. The biggest thing is you just got to really know, so that you're not shorting yourself when it comes to these different jobs that you're doing. For us, we do have a nice network of people in the real estate industry. So we do work with a lot of real estate professionals, whether they're investors, whether they're real estate agents, whether they're property managers, whether they're other contractors, because other contractors will call him as well. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to build you up, a nice network in that field. Like if you know that you need to be doing junk removal, you cleaning out houses, you cleaning out basements, you're cleaning out condo units, connect with those people, right? Call some property management companies, call some real estate agents and ask them, let them know like, hey, I have a junk removal business. Is there anything that you need? I've shared with you all before, really how he really built this business was going up to Home Depot and Menards every single day. Like literally. That was it. He literally had another truck. This is the truck he got now. But he had a red pickup truck. Literally every day, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, he would go up to Home Depot and Menards right off of 87th Estate. I'm in Chicago. We out of Chicago. And every single day he would go up there. He had cards made. I don't know where one of his little cars at. But he had cars made, and he would go up there and pass his cars out. And or if he would see like a older lady, say a grandmother or somebody with a really nice car, he would go up to them and he would be like, hey, you don't want to mess your car up? I got my truck. I could drop your delivery off for you. So actually, that's again how he really started building this business, was going up to these places, and he would look at people who had nice cars and he would be like, look, you don't want to mess your Mercedes up, right? Let me put that in the back of my truck and drop it off for you. So most of these people are local, right? If they at the 87th Street on State, they probably live within a 10-mile radius, right? So he would do $75 drop-offs. Hey, I'll take this air conditioner. Hey, I'll take this heater. Hey, I'll take this lawnmower for you. Oh, okay, you got 10 trees that you want to get planted. I'll put them in the back of my truck, right? So I had actually went up there with him one day, and he had got a job like that. He literally walked up to an older lady and her husband. They had just bought a hot water tank, and they had a really nice like Honda truck. And he went up to the husband and he was like, hey, if you don't want to mess your nice truck up, I got my pickup. We can run you over there. And the people live like 2 miles away. And he made a quick $75 in 10 minutes. We went right back to Home Depot again. Then he saw another grandmother up there. She was getting like flowers. Some of the singers love to do flowers in pots, right? So she had like 2 big cartons of flowers. He was like, ma'am, you need some help? I could take this in my truck so we don't mess your car up. She was like, oh, thank you, baby, right? So real quick, right? Real quick and easy. So it doesn't have to be hard. The thing is you all just got to get out here and you got to want the money. Like it's so much money out here to be made. You just got to get out here and got to be ready to grind and hustle and do it, right? Now, 5 years later, he good. He got a full business going on, right? With workers now and everything. So it's really just a matter of what are you willing to do? You know what I'm saying? It's like as simple as that. Everybody and their mama got junk in their house. So if you made a flyer or, got some business cards made, you got a pickup truck. This is why I see now too why everybody got pickup trucks. People with pickup trucks is probably natural hustlers. I'm gonna just say that, okay? So when y'all be seeing all of these people in their pickup truck and stuff in the back of the truck, yeah, they making money in their truck because that's what we do in America, right? So do you all have any questions with what I just said? This live is about the junk removal business that I have with my business partner. Our company is called You Call I Haul Junk Removal Services. So I'm in the field today. I haven't been in the office all week. So I know some of my tax people have probably been looking for me. So I have been in the field, y'all. All right, I just was scrolling through. I haven't been online literally in a long time on neither platform, on YouTube or TikTok. So, hey, Shanika. Willie McCoy say, real talk, sis. Seriously. Like, it's money out here to be made. It's just a matter of what you want to do. What do you want to do? Say my internet going out. Williams 2848. Hello, showing love from Jacksonville, Florida. What's up, Williams 2848? Jacksonville, Florida. I'm be in Tampa next month. I can't wait to come down there and get some sun and some water. I cannot wait. Power say all this money is making my head hurt. Okay, ball over here. You say all this money making your head hurt, huh? Okay, it don't look like we got no questions right now. TikTok, those of you all who are on here still, do a double tap countdown for me. Okay. So it looked like I went through everything. So like I said, I could just do like a little recap. So pretty much what I was talking about today was the junk removal business. If you all had any questions about it, then I'm also on here kind of answering questions. I know I had a couple of people ask me I know I had a couple of people on the last time that I did it. It's been a long time since I talked about the junk removal business. My eye is just red as heck. I think my internet had dropped. I had a lot of people drop off. Can y'all still hear me on TikTok clearly okay? Because they keep saying that my internet keep going in and out. Nicole Parson, I love you. It's letting me know that you liking the live. I appreciate you. It started doing that. It didn't used to do that to let us know. It didn't used to let me know who was liking the live. Now I can see who actually be liking the live. All right, let's roll. Nicole, you winning, baby. Let's roll. Appreciate you. Now let me know. So everybody that here talking about we tap it, y'all lying like a mob, because it's telling me that Nicole is the only person liking this live, baby. TikTok done did an update. It didn't used to tell us who was doing the hearts. So now I can see clearly. Candy Cane, thank you. Darian 50, what's going on? All right, do y'all got any questions regarding the we ain't entertaining none of that right now. Just remember, politics is the lesser of two evils. Just know and understand that. You say, who am I voting for, crime or race? Crime or race. It's always the lesser or two evils. Just remember that. There ain't no such thing as Democrats or Republicans. It's all the same thing, okay? So, I'm going to keep that to myself as far as who I'm voting for. Just know and understand. Don't focus so much on who you voting for, and focus more on how you gonna get your money in your bag. Because no matter what mayor, president, alderman is in office, I don't get no money from none of them. So I make my money on how I make my money. I make my money on me creating a living for myself. I make my money on me and my businesses. I make my money on my mindset. I don't make my money on what president, what mayor in office. So that don't even, I don't even focus on that type of stuff, because I know the world. I ain't blinded by the BS. All right, y'all, let's get back to it. I don't got time to be on the internet arguing over politics. I'm on here trying to teach somebody how to get to some money and to the bag, all right? You ain't going to worry about politics when you know how to make your own money. And when you do, you're going to understand how to choose politics properly when you do start making some real money. Because when you making real money, you ain't out here playing the game of, you ain't thinking how everybody else in the world is thinking. I don't vote off of emotion. Most of y'all vote off of emotion and how you in your feelings. But you need to be voting off facts and fact checking. But that's too much for you. That's gonna go over your head. So let's get back to the message at hand. Hey, artisan. The message at hand here is they ain't ready for that conversation, baby. That's what it is. Well, I be telling people, don't bring all that crap over here on my page, because I'm going to have you in a whole nother other mindset, baby. I'm a Gemini. We think around here. I don't follow the leader. I'm a boss. I'm a leader. I don't follow how everybody else feel. So I really hurt a lot of people's feelings out here if I really said who I vote for. But too many of y'all vote off emotions and then your feelings. I'm going to just say that. Now, back to it. We talking about junk removal business. This is my third business, all right? I focus on what I could control. I could control my money. I could control my business. I could control the income that I make. All of that. So that's what I focus on. I don't focus on this world and what everybody else doing in the world, baby. The world will have you out here lost and turned out. That's why all them old school songs was jamming, baby, because they was teaching you something back then. They don't teach these little kids nothing today, baby. All they talking about is booty shaking. They don't know nothing. That real old school, baby. They was teaching you something back then. Lost and turned out. Be out here lost and turned out. This fool here. Look at this fool here. I'm gonna laugh. Let me show them the amigo.
Pull up and let him put this on the truck now.
Now I got to work because they here. Baby, if I could tell y'all anything before I get off of this here internet, stop living in the matrix. Okay? What up, Lee? So you want me to you finna dump that stuff in the back of here? Oh, okay. Lost and turned out. Lost and turned. That's why half these little girls out here now. Lost and turned out, baby. Listening to the world. Wanting to be a city girl. Instead of getting out here, getting to their bag, get your money up, get your weight up, get your paper up. I don't got no cash. You took all. Just pay with the card.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'll tell you in a minute.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. You gave me the envelope. I got the envelope in my back pocket.
I ain't no tens up in there.
Oh.
This is a 10 right here.
Oh, I didn't know you gave me this.
Man, this is a 10 right here.
No.
Yeah. I told you she gave me all my money in cash.
All right, I'm finna cop this. I'm taking me a payment today. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I was talking about junk removal. We was on here talking about junk removal. Then my partner pulled up, and I got distracted.
You'll back up a little.
You want me to back up now? Back up? How far? You want me to pull back? Oh, he finna lift that thing in now. What's up, Precious? Y'all, TikTok done did an update because it never used to tell me when y'all liked the live, baby. It never used to tell me that. So we're at the dump. I have shared with you all, from those of you all just coming in, I have shared with you all before that I have a junk removal business with my business partner, who just happens to also be pain in my thorn in my side, that just pulled up. And so I'm gonna show y'all. We at the dump, but this is what I was saying, like when you got, so he putting the stuff, he taking the stuff off the truck. He taking this stuff here and putting it in here, right? So now we can go around to the other side and actually dump all of this. So like I said, as you get in business and when you really start doing real legitimate business, you don't want to be dumping in the alleys and stuff and doing fly-by-night dumping. That's ghetto, right? You don't want to do that. So you want to be serious about your business, and eventually you'll come to some place like this So eventually what you want to do is, when you're making enough and you charging your customers enough, then what you want to do is you want to get with a recycling company and get an account. And then that way you can come into one place in one location and do your dumping and your dropping off all in one place, right? So if we normally, when we fill that truck up, it's a full truck, right? So it just depends. Again, we do a lot of construction removal sites, right? So he has a really good following or a really good network of people in the real estate industry. So they keep him pretty busy, right? But in the beginning, I was sharing with you all how he used to go up to like Home Depot and Menards and pass out his card and get business that way, right? So that was kind of how he started. But he met a lot of people. He met a lot of contractors that way. He met a lot of real estate professionals because, again, who's in Home Depot, right? Who in Menards, right? It's men all day in different professions, electricians, contractors, plumbers, investors, right? So these are all people that need his services. So literally every single day, he would just go up to 87th Street to Home Depot and Menards and pass out his cars, talk to people, network with people. And he would also get jobs that way too. So as I shared, he would see people with really nice cars and he would be like, hey, instead of you messing your car up, how about I put whatever you're buying today in the back of my truck, right? So like I said, if most people are up at Home Depot, they usually live within that area. So 10 miles is a very wide radius, right? So I mean, most people live right up the street. So if he was charging $50, $75 to do a quick drop off, literally that was what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes worth of work, and he made a quick $75, $50. So if you do that a couple of times a day, bam, you get what I'm saying? And so that's really how he built up to the point where now he doesn't even go to Home Depot and Menards anymore. Like now, if he do that, it's probably just some random day that he off and just didn't have nothing to do. But now he's built up a network to where he has enough people keeping him busy in the real estate industry.
Hey, jump on the scale, tell them what you call it. You finna go dump that off in the back.
What's the number again?
1797. All right.
You gotta sweep that out real bad.
I'll take care of that, Lee.
So we do junk removal, Jason Jackson. We don't do trucking where we paying drivers and stuff like that. So he do the driving for the most part, and then he got workers that actually do the loads and picking up the loads. So junk removal and trucking and loads is two totally different things. This ain't that. We not hiring drivers and stuff. Right, Precious, exactly. Because a lot of people have old furniture. Like we do that. We do basement clean outs. We do garage clean outs. We've cleaned out some condos. Like that's exactly what we do because people don't have time to, in the city of Chicago. 94? 94. Oh, 97. Okay. So now I'm getting ready to pull back here. I'm going on the scale so they could weigh the truck. $17.97. $17.97.
You're good. Be careful with it. I'm trying to put it.
You said don't drive off too crazy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Sorry about that.
That's all good. You get ready to dump it. So Lee been working with us for a while here. Lee do a lot of the heavy lifting.
Oh yeah.
You is crazy. Lee do a lot of the heavy lifting now because he used to do all the work, but now that he got Lee and he got another worker, Lee do a lot of the heavy lifting and work now. So usually if he bringing people on, that's what he doing. Cause we don't need. We got a team. We got a 20-foot box truck. So you don't need no CDL and all that stuff. You just need to have a license if he do need you to drive. But so now I'm in around the back part where we actually do the dumping. So once he get out and start, I'll show y'all. This way it get dirty. Let me club my window up. Cause that stuff be blowing.
Good manure.
Keep going.
Yeah, bro.
Marilla. I know we be learning Spanish messing with V.
I'll be catching on a little bit of that shit. No, both men know how to speak that shit.
Yeah, I know. I'll be learning a little bit of Spanish from him. His little culture ugly behind. So now I'm backing up into the dump spot. Well, he getting ready to get off and dump out.
Yeah.
Gracias. Okay, so y'all see behind me? I ain't gonna get out because it's dirty and they don't like you really filming your camera out there. So now look, will you see what Lee doing? He pulling all the stuff off in the back. And then I'm gonna pull back up to the weigh station and then they're gonna weigh it and see that all the stuff is off. And then we're gonna go inside and then they're gonna pay it. And then we're gonna pay for the dump, right? So this is a lot better. Okay, that's why I'm trying to share with y'all. In business, as you start growing, that's why sometimes when you go to some neighborhoods, you see like piles of dump, because this is what people be doing. We call it fly-by-night dumping. So then what they'll do is they'll wait till the middle of the night and go in your neighborhood and start dumping all this trash and these bags and stuff off. And that's real ghetto. Okay? That's not business like, right? So you don't want to do that. Okay? You don't want to do that. When you're really in this business and you're going to be doing this on a regular daily basis, get you an account with the company and then just pay that little extra money, because really what you should be doing is you really should be billing the customer, right? So when you're giving your quotes and stuff, and like I said, when you get to doing so much, you'll know. I'm going to let you all see the receipt and everything for how much this load costs. You saw what we had on the back. He had that big old bin. He had that desk, a drawer, some other stuff, right? But this is the reason why you really want to know and understand. Like, if you want to be serious in your business, these are the type of things that make you serious in your business. Is knowing and understanding your numbers, knowing and understanding how much you're making. If you're quoting $1,000 job, you got to remember to add in your worker. How much are you paying your worker for that day? How much are you paying for your dump? How much are you paying for gas? Whatever, your cost, your bags. You may need to get hats and uniforms. We have hats and uniforms for them now, especially when you come down here. They have to have that yellow, like those yellow hats on, and they usually really be tripping about them having a hat on. But some days you could get in and get out and it's not a big deal. But all of that is part of your cost of goods sold for the business, right? That's what you need to run the business, to maintain the business. So now at the end of the day, remember, you didn't make $1,000, because if you pay your worker, we pay our worker about $100 a day. He came, I think he picked him up at 12 o'clock. It's almost 3 o'clock. We about to drop him back off. So for 3 hours of work, he got $100, right? Sometimes he give him $150, depending on what's going on. So he can make anywhere between $100 to $200 in a day, doing a couple of hours worth of work, right? Then we got to incorporate bringing this load down, taking the load out, and then the gas. That's it. So off $1,000 job, we may clear $800, $775, right? So that's how you have to think about things when you're doing business, because if you got to pay people, you got to do the dump, you have to remember all of that, and you got to include that in your pricing when you are out here talking to your customers. So when you quoting people, that's why you don't want to be quoting like the very bare minimum, because one, you got to make enough money to where it makes sense. You also got to make enough money to be in business, right? And so that is how real legitimate business works, okay? Every single sale is not your money. And then you also got to remember, this is not your money. This is the business money. So the money that we got paid today, that goes in the business bank account. Now, like you heard me talking crap because he gave me an envelope with some cash. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pay myself today, because I rarely pay myself when we do out of this business, right? Because all of the money that we make goes back into the business. But when you get good days and you got cash playing clients, then you may be like, okay, we're gonna take $100 or $200 out, and the rest goes into the business bank account. You get what I'm saying? So y'all just have to remember that when you are doing these jobs, this is not your money. It's not. This the business money. And so in order for you to grow in business, you have to think like that. You got to know and understand, okay, this 1,000 ain't my 1,000, because I got to pay people out of it. So, okay, I cleared 800. So out of that 800, you're going to put that in the bank account, okay? You're going to put that in your business bank account, and then you're going to go and pay yourself.
1797.
Okay. Looking like an old Texas Ranger over
like
there.
Crocodile Dundee, the black Crocodile
Right.
Dundee.
1797.
We're going to cut some alligators, Mike.
1797.
Thank you.
He is tripping me out with that damn hat, man.
Crocodile Dundee.
Hood Crocodile Dundee, I promise.
We're going to catch us some alligators, Mike.
Oh, I forgot we got the truck over there. I'll just pull over there. Man. All right. So y'all done learned a little something today. For those of you that wanna get in the junk removal business. Cause once we leave here, I'm gonna get off of here. I can't drive and hold 2 phones. I swear he's don't that's because I couldn't think of what I was thinking. That's exactly what it is. The black Crocodile Dundee with that damn hat on. I didn't put you in the puddle, did I?
No, you good.
Okay.
All right, Mike. Tonight, we're gonna go get us some alligator niggas.
All right, I think I'm gonna get off here. All right, sir. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate you.
Lady.
Appreciate you.
Boss lady. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't. That's what you made me think of. That song. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Come on, baby. Don't play with it. You know we don't play no games around here. All right, y'all. YouTube, y'all are quiet, so I'm out. I will see y'all soon.